Brian Van from SportBikeTracker.com, and today we're going to do a product review on the Arai VX Pro 3 off-road helmet. Prices on this helmet are going to vary from $503.96 up to $620.96. That's going to depend on whether you're getting a solid color or one of the graphics available. Sizes available are extra small through 2XL. Note on sizing. I found this ran true to size. My measurement is 58 centimeters circumference, on the money. The medium fits me perfect. If you get the helmet and it does not meet your fit expectations, no restocking fees. All you have to do is follow a couple simple rules clearly outlined on the website to avoid any fees. Free shipping for any order over $48 to the lower 48 United States with really affordable international shipping rates. Obviously, off-road helmet here. This is a high-end off-road helmet, but this is also an Arai. Remember, Arai builds their stuff, all their helmets, to a different standard. They don't have tiers of helmets, entry level, mid-grade. No, everything they build is built to the same exacting standards, and that is no exception here with the VX Pro 3. Weight, 3.3 pounds in a size medium on our shipping scale. It's both DOT and SNEL certified. We're going to hit some of the quick features and benefits this helmet offers, and then we're going to get in and we're going to talk about a little bit of the Arai theory and their commitment to safety and quality. Full venting helmet. We've got intake vents up here in the brow that are switchable. Vent here in the chin that is switchable as well. There is an easy to get switch on the inside of the chin bar. Diffuser vent here, switchable. Two exhaust vents on the back, also switchable. Venturi exhaust vent, always on, and a little exhaust here through the neck roll. 5-year warranty. We have double D-ring fastener, emergency release cheek pads. You have to expose the strap if you want to use that feature and kind of let it protrude out. We'll show you how to do that when we remove the interior and give you a closer look at that. Fully removable, washable, replaceable interior. It uses a dry, cool fabric, wicks moisture, super comfortable, feels great. Padded chin bar, obviously replaceable visor. The visor is designed to help scavenge air, improve ventilation. Removable roost guard here. It's a rubber roost guard. We've got a matte black pad on the bottom side of the visor to help reduce glare in the real sunny riding conditions. You'll notice right from Jump Street, when you look at this, it looks different than the other guys' helmets. Arai has what they call their R75 shell shape. And essentially at the end of the day, they've got this promotional tool out here, and it just kind of shows how the shell itself is rounded, okay? You even look at the mouthpiece, the chin guard on this helmet, and you're going to see that as compared to everybody else is a little bit shorter, and it's definitely more rounded. The strength is in the round shell shape. And what they've also found through testing and experience is that by avoiding all of those molded in ridges, that can also help prevent injuries, You're sliding along, you fall, and one of those ridges catches something hard, it can put a bunch of energy into your neck, create a tumble, create a neck injury. So they feel that the rounded shell shape has a dramatic impact on safety, and they stick to it, period. Everything you see externally on this helmet is literally from the visor to the vents designed to just simply break away. For example, looking at the back exhaust vents, these are actually easily removable. That's all they're held on by right here is this spring-loaded mechanism right here. So they were designed in the event of a fall to come off the helmet with ease, okay? This will give you a clearer look at the two ventilation holes that are built into the shell of the helmet. This is held on with two-sided tape. It'll come off easily. So that is a big part of Arai's commitment to safety. All their helmets have that same basic shell shape. Shell construction. Composite fiberglass. You can see all the different style fibers. This is from the Corsair V, but they are all very similar at the end of the day. very strong. I can literally, with this shell in this position, I can stand on this and balance myself at 207 pounds and it does not collapse the shell. In this position, I can stand on it all day long because it's very, very strong top down. EPS, most of the manufacturers out there are going to use multi-piece EPS liners. Okay, now EPS liner. Arai has very special EPS liners. You look at this is from one of the full face pieces. Every one of these colors, right, has varying softness in the EPS material used. A lot of the other manufacturers, what they do is they'll have multiple pieces of EPS inside the helmet glued together, right? And anywhere you have that air gap, right, that's a point where the energy can accelerate. It just doesn't manage it as effectively as something like this that is one continuous piece. You get this throughout their line of helmets. Once again, like I said, they build to an exacting standard. It doesn't matter if it's an off-road helmet, if it's an entry-level helmet, if it's their high-end road race helmet, they all are built to the same exacting standards, period. Removable, washable, replaceable interior, just like we spoke about earlier in the video. To release the cheek pads, you're going to want to wedge your thumb in between the helmet shell and the EPS, the cheek pad, like so. It's going to release that. For the emergency release cheek pads, here is the strap that would need to be exposed. What you'd want to do is pull your cheek pads out, expose the strap, kind of tuck it away to the side a little bit, put your cheek pad in. In my mind, that's how it's going to work best because emergency personnel are going to clearly see this. With this strap, you pull down while the helmet's on, the cheek pads come right out of the helmet and they're able to get the helmet off your head, right, with very little resistance. We'll remove the other cheek pad, like so. You're able to pull the outer coverings off and wash them. Top pad is held in by 2 snaps in the back and then 2 snaps in the front. Release those. Once again, top level materials in the top pad. Inside the helmet, if you want to try and get a close-up look of that EPS, they paint it to finish it off. Both the chin strap covers are removable as well. All you have to do that is grab this yellow plastic tab, pull outward, it'll disengage these clips. You can get this off to wash it as well. At the end of the day, when you buy an Arai, you're buying something different. Okay, they build everything their way. They truly believe in their methods, and let's just be realistic. Over time in the motorcycling world, they've earned a great reputation for a reason. Their products work, period. One thing that's really impressive too is I take all these helmets apart. I look at everything. The build quality and the assembly quality from their off-road helmet to their XD4 to their Corsair V, they all look remarkably similar, almost exactly from one to the next. And that's because they are such sticklers with design and quality. Hope this video helps you choose your next off-road helmet. I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com.